ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame can do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not India. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright,
today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
By Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Joined by Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is finally time to kick off another NFL regular season, folks. Here we go, and what a game we have to start, Charles. A rivalry showdown between the Packers and the Vikings, two teams who have really defined the NFC North for some time.
So let's face it, fans in Detroit, fans in Chicago don't want to hear it, but you nailed it, because one of these two has won 13 of the last 15 NFC North titles. In Green Bay, they're on a 3-year streak with 13 wins in each of those seasons. The Packers are obviously heavy favorites, but if Minnesota can get above its 8 wins from last year, they've got a chance to challenge Green Bay for this division crown.
The Vikings offense coming out for the first time, and in his 5th season leading this crew, coming off his 3rd career Pro Bowl nod, Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins is back for his 5th year as Minnesota's starter, tied for the longest streak of stability the team has had at quarterback since, get this, Fran Tarkenton in the late 1970s. He's been excellent during that time, making a 2nd Pro Bowl last season after 4,200 yards and 33 touchdowns through the air. The Vikings, though, still hovering right around 500 at the 8-win mark, hoping to see him lead a talented roster back to the postseason.
From the 29, Cousins over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that is going to work in their favor. They play all 3 of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in Week 3 and then Chicago in Week 5. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. A first down throw for Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. They're led out by Malik Willis, the rookie who started his college career at Auburn and finished with the Liberty Flames.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. There's Chris Olave. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Willis's throw taken in by London. They had 2 straight 1st downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Willis. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this to Walker. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. On 1st down, Willis. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. Throws out left, it's caught by Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. And Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And it's a Packers touchdown. Jamison Williams with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Willis now off play action. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Trey McBride with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Maybe a gain of 5. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball. They had nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Ken Walker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Back to the ground, Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Willis has got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right at the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Got an open man. It's Olave. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 21-0 our score after 1. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Malik Willis now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go. His first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jordan Davis. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack, I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 15. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Cousins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Joseph's got it, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
To throw again on 2nd down. Willis. Throw left side. There's London. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Drake London from 17 yards out. And the Packers just continue to roll. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw, Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Packers get set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. On 3rd, here's an option play right. Able to slither by, and he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, Willis. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw going into the hands of Williams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. 2nd down, here's Willis. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Austin. A gain there of 21 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Touchdown, Packers! Chris Olave, 39 yards. And the Packers have got it on cruise control. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
York on now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick six in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
York now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Quay Walker, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Cousins. Under pressure, they got him again. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Austin. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Got his man. It's Williams. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flushed out right. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jamison Williams making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Willis hits the turf, sliding down and picking up the first. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Here's Walker. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Kenneth Walker making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Cousins now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And here's Ryan Wright now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Willis on the option to the right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. 1st and 10, Willis. It's complete to Williams. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And it's a Packers touchdown. Chris Olave making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Packers are pouring it on. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get...
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
Adam Thielen, a terrific wide receiver and synonymous with Minnesota football. You go back to high school, college ball in the state, and now his 9th season with the Minnesota Vikings. 10 touchdown catches last season. Makes a nice catch there.
Cousins throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll throw again. Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Play action now. Cousins. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain well behind.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. This pass caught. It's Woods.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Willis looking to throw it.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1 yard line.
First and goal from the 1 yard line. Costly penalty.
And he'll take this one in for a pack.